Just settling in for another live stream. Been an interesting day. I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are. Inclined to be watching on mobile devices or laptops, or in some cases the television. One of the interesting things about YouTube is how much is actually just broadcast on TV. So I tried out a live gaming stream. It didn't go nearly as well as I thought it would. I think all I succeeded in doing was excuse me. I think all I succeeded in doing was confusing the algorithm a bit. Like, my channel is so used. Hey there, new FIFA. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, because my channel is so set up and geared towards, hey there, Nusu TV. I hope you're having a great day or night. We'll also accept evenings and afternoons as time zones. As the character Cassidy in Overwatch says, it's high noon somewhere. Which I personally find fascinating because that is 100% true statement of fact. When you take how our concept of time has been essentially agreed upon, a broken clock is technically never wrong. Hey there, Popper's official. Yeah, so I think what I'll do going forward is just sticking to streaming live art rather than gaming. I think gaming is fine to stream just live on Twitch. I'll keep my my YouTube stuff strictly on art and my work as it comes in, because honestly I don't want to confuse the algorithm anymore than I accidentally. I think it was just purely because it was not geared up for gaming. Like I'm pretty sure had I stayed live a little bit longer, it would have been fine, you know. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just checking something. Hey there, how's it going? Hey there, Miss 78. Lots of interesting battle tags in the chat. And by battle tags, I just mean usernames. I'm just referring to me playing Overwatch. I get that from playing Overwatch a fair bit. I am drawing a caricature of a woman that works for a company here in Sydney. So if you don't recognize who this person is, do not worry. As I say with most of my other live streams where I'm doing this kind of commission work, if you don't recognize the person, don't be too concerned. They are not like a movie star or a singer or even a public figure of any kind. They're just a person with a regular job. One of those things where you have a little bit of an expectation for caricaturists to be sort of always drawing like high profile people or, you know, just individuals with like very recognizable faces, and you're just like, oh, I have no idea who this person is. But that's what actually makes up the bulk of most working caricaturists like art. Like we get commissions all the time to just draw just regular people. It's like I do a lot of parties and weddings and stuff, and you know, it's almost never anyone would like readily easily recognize. Although there has been, you know, times where I have met famous people, but I've never actually um, you know, had them sit down for me to draw them personally. Though that could change. You never know your luck in the big city. What separates a rich man from a poor man besides money and fashion? Is that a joke or a riddle? Feel free to let me know in the chat if you know that, because I'm not sure, but the person who wrote that may not actually still be watching at this point because I was prattling on a little bit too long talking about famous people. And fame's just kind of interesting in its own right, you know. You just think, well, I'm still the same person. It's just that now I've got to pretend like I don't want to be this version of myself, which has always been the version of myself that I've always strove to be. Is it strived, strove, or striven? Never been too certain about which is the perfect version. Striven. um, yes, I do actually. I do this out in public, yes. So I get hired to work at parties and events, and I go and work at conventions and trade shows and whatnot. And I was at a convention last weekend, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Always have good time at conventions. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, man. Watching this YouTube video about how they made the last Arkham Knight Batman game with legendary voice actor Kevin Conroy playing as both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Before he passed away. It was kind of sad, you know. I mean, the game is still amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, it's an absolute banger. If you haven't played it, I suggest you do. Just for the act, like the voice acting in it. The combat's good. Some of the levels are annoying, to say the least. Like, you know, trying to get the Riddler like side quests done for like 100% completion. I am not a fan of those. And that's the weird thing. Like, you can get, you know, a bit sidetracked when it comes to side quests, as it were. I find that can happen a fair amount. If I do art, what am I without it? I'm not sure what you mean. This is just a job for me. Hey there, Nova Draws. Good to see you. Have I worked it out yet? I'm not sure. you'll have to definitely jog my memory because I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, thank you. This is a person who works in, I believe, marketing or some kind of events planning. So, no, this isn't like a celebrity or someone who's like acted in movies, or I don't think they've even been in a singing contest. Oddly specific questions. Ah, okay. Well, that's it's kind of a bit of a conundrum then, I guess. That new He-Man movie looks pretty good. I think like this sort of respect for the source material is definitely making for some really cool looking movies based on toys and video games. Oh no, no, no. It's not a weird question at all. I can't like if I'm honest, I would like to draw some more like celebrities and stuff, but at the moment, oh, getting notifications. Um, these are much more fun. Is it? Okay. Hmm. Um, I'm drawing a blank. Would you be able to give me a reference for how long ago, like what year this was from? That might be able to help a lot with my recollection. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I think Sabrina Carpenter, for some reason, she sort of reminds me a bit of like a real life, like Archie comic cartoon character. Like, she looks like she would not be out of place in that, like, type of, you know, like comic book. Even though Archie Comics does actually have a character called Sabrina in it. Fun fact about Sabrina Carpenter, her auntie is apparently Nancy Cartwright, who is the voice of Bart Simpson. Which I find is a great little bit of pub trivia. I have seen the new Street Fighter movie trailer and I think it looks amazing. Like, I honestly believe that we are entering a new golden age where millennials now are well and truly in the driver's seat when it comes to culture, and we are finally getting the opportunity to make the stuff that we grew up with look like the stuff that we grew up with. Like, for the longest time we just had, hey, let's just leave these in the hands of like boomers and Gen X, and they'll just sort of, make it look however they want it to look. And you know you'd go and see like an X-Men movie and just think, why are they all in black leather? And then when like Deadpool Wolverine comes out, everyone's like, oh my god. For the first time in like nearly 30 years, Hugh Jackman actually looks like the character he's supposed to be portraying. Hey, Alina Spori. 2011 to 2012. I any particular month? In that year, I was doing a fair amount during that, over those course of 2 years. So have I pronounced your name correctly? Please let me know in the chat. Look, that's okay. It fluctuates a bit. Goes up, it goes down. Sometimes I have upwards of 20 or so people. Sometimes I have two. Oh, JMC, yes, that sort of jogs my memory. That was a while ago. Far out. Completely different time. I used to have hair back then. That's how long ago that was. Oh, look, I mean, the chat definitely fluctuates. Some folks jump in and say hi a bunch of times, like repeatedly, or some of the best are like, just random people that just say, "Hey, can you say 6 7?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And then I do, and it makes their day, if not their entire year. I will say this about Gen Alpha. I don't think I've ever witnessed a generation of people that have been so easily impressed. I mean, you say 6 7, and it's like Bart saying, "I didn't do it." And for anyone who is a millennial, you'll know exactly what I mean. No worries. Have a great day. That's the thing as well. Like, you can get some really good, what's it called? Calligraphy lines with this style of pen. Ah, yes. Yes. Now I remember. I think I still have that somewhere. It's a very old drawing. Long time ago. Yeah, man, that takes me back. 2012. Good times. I don't remember what I was doing that much back then. I knew I was studying. I was attempting to get a degree in animation, and I just kind of bailed on it towards the end. I realized I was kind of fighting a bit of a losing battle against my own career at that point, and I just thought, you know what, it's actually just easier just to make money as a cartoonist rather than to pursue animation as a job. And I think that's turned out honestly for the best. Sort of, here and there. Long time ago. I haven't been there since 2020. Man, can you believe that? When the whole world got shut down, that was when I decided it's finally time to shuffle on and go solo. So at that point, I'd been there since 2008 or 2007, really. And yeah, I just thought, you know what? It's an excellent experience, but new opportunities were starting to appear. And I thought, you know what? It's probably for the best. It was kind of perfect timing as well. With everything like completely shut down, I was able to just focus on working from home. I mean, I think that time as well, like 2012, it sort of had like this weird innocence about it. Like that whole like decade where we realized that we weren't going to get flying cars. Like 2001 to 2010 had proved without a shadow of a doubt that like the Jetson style future that Hanna-Barbera really wanted the world to be at was just not going to happen. And I think, yeah, from after that, we just sort of had a full decade of developments, and it was amazing to see how fast things had changed. Every now and then I'll get like a notification. You ever get like stuff that you've posted from years ago? Like, hey, this is a thing that you put on Facebook when you still posted stuff on Facebook, and you look at it and go, oh, Huh, I remember that. And for a second there, you kind of think, should I delete that? And then you realize that it's in a folder that can only really be seen by you. And it's just kind of, just a little reminder of a simpler time. Reminds me a bit of that movie, that first Inside Out movie, where Joy goes into like the subconscious and meets Bing Bong, the imaginary friend that's sort of just chilling out. And then as they're jumping over like this big pile of forgotten memories, like he leaps out and he falls into the true subconscious, and he just sort of fades away. I'm like, that is the best like character death I think I've ever seen in a Disney movie. Granted, I don't watch a lot of Disney movies these days, but that one really stuck with me. I did see Inside Out too. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'll be wrapping up pretty soon. I recently played that new video game Dead as Disco. I thought that was pretty cool. It's essentially a fighting game if it was Guitar Hero. Very similar to Hi-Fi Rush. In fact, it's basically the identical premise. Although instead of like beating up robots with a magic electric guitar, it's there's more hand-to-hand combat stuff. I do like that style of Dance Dance Revolution meets Mortal Kombat style of game. Although actually playing it, I found just not the most fun. It's weird, like I do still play like video games, but anything that requires a lot of button mashing, like I find that kind of style of gaming tiresome. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that. Like, you're just sitting there and you're just thinking, why is this like bad guy taking so long to finish off? And then it goes to another cutscene, and you just think, is there like an ultimate? Is there like a super move that I can unleash? It's a whole thing. I'll just finish up here, guys. I do appreciate you bearing with me and listening to me rattle off different rants and whatnot. Reminiscing about back in the day. It's always interesting when you run into someone who remembers stuff that you were there for, but you can't remember personally yourself. And they're like, hey, you were there, don't you remember? I'm just like, apparently not, but I am ever so grateful that you have much more of a solid recollection than I do, because yeah, I've got nothing. And I think in many ways it's probably because guys just don't like attach a lot of emotions to memories. Like unless we've got like photos of stuff, yeah, it just sort of all goes through to the keeper. And I do love that. So I remember like one of my aunties told me a story about what it was like when my family discovered that I was good at drawing. I think I was probably 1 or 2 years old, and I had drawn a face on every single couch cushion and other flat surface in the living room. And everyone was both delighted and annoyed. But anyway, I am delighted to announce that Sketch Jam will be back. Very soon, and I'll be doing more cool stuff, drawing on the iPad. So stick around for that. But as this one is pretty much done at this point, just like to thank everyone who jumped in on the various different platforms, specifically YouTube and TikTok. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for keeping me company tonight, or today, or wherever you happen to be viewing the live stream. I do appreciate it, guys, and yeah, I will see ya when I see ya.